श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। शुक्लां भरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। वागीशाद्या सुमनसः सर्वार्थानाम् उपक्रमे नत्वा कृतकृत्यास्ति भूतं नमामि गजाननं। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः। गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। यो नित्यमच्युतपदाम्बुजे युग्मरुक्मव्यामोहतस्तदितराणि तृणाय मेने अस्मद्गुरोः भगवतोऽस्य दैकसिन्धोः रामानुजस्य चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये। यस्य स्मरणमात्रेण द्वैतवासना प्रमुच्यते बोधात्मकाय नमस्तस्मै भगवते श्रीरमणमहर्षये। हृदाकाशे सदा भान्तं शान्तम् आनन्दरूपिणं ज्ञानभाण्महं वन्दे सद्गुरुं श्रीसत्यसायिनं मम अन्तर्यामिनम्। दोर्भिर्युक्ता चतुर्भिस्फटिकमणिमयीमक्षमालां ददानास्तेनैकेन पद्मं सितमपि च शुकपुस्तकं च परेण भासा कुन्देन्दुशङ्खस्फटिकमणिनिभा भासमाना समाना सा मे वाग्देवतेयमेव सद्वदने सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम्। आञ्जनेयमतिपाटलाननं काञ्चनाद्रिकमणीयविग्रहं पारिजातधर्मूलवासिनं भावयामि पवमाननन्दनं यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम्। मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूतमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसि जाते दशरथात्मजे वेदप्राचेतसा दासीत् साक्षात् रामायणात् समना। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। वैदेही सहितं सुरद्रुमतले हैमे महामण्डपे मध्ये पुष्पकमासने मणिमये वीरासने सुस्थितमग्रे वाचयति प्रपञ्चनसुते तत्त्वमुनिभ्यः परं व्याख्यान्तं भरतादिभिः परिवृतं रामं भजे श्यामलम्। वामे भूमिसुता पुरश्च हनुमान् पश्चात् सुमित्रा सुतः शत्रुघ्नो भरतश्च पार्श्वदलयोः वाय्वादिकोणेषु च सुग्रीवश्च विभीषणश्च युवराट् तारासुतो जाम्बवान् मध्ये नीलसरोजकोमलरुचिं रामं भजे श्यामलं। गुरुवर्ते रिक्तराज्यो विचरदनुवनं पद्मवद्भ्यां प्रियायाः वाणिस्पर्शा क्षमाभ्यां रजितपदरुजो यो हरीन्द्रानुजाभ्यां वैरूप्या शूर्पणख्या प्रियप्रकरुषारोपितब्रुविचर्मत्रस्ताब्धिः बद्धसेतु कलदवदगनः कौसलेन्द्रोऽवतान्नः। जानकीकान्तस्मरणम् आञ्जनेयस्वामी की। न च सीता त्वया हीना न चाहमपि राघव मुहूर्तमपि जीवावो जलान् मत्स्या विनोद्धृतौ। न हि तातं न शत्रुघ्नं न सुमित्रां परन्तप द्रष्टुमिच्छेयमद्याहं स्वर्गं चापि त्वया विना। After having come this far away from Ayodhya, they travelled and came and spent one night banks of Tamasar river, then the second night the banks of Ganga. Now having crossed the Ganga, third night has come. This is when they all ate, and despite having allowed Lakshmana to come with him for 3 days, now Rama tells him, do you want to go back and look after Kausalya and Sumitra and everybody else? Appadina Rama is affirming Lakshmana's resolve and determination within him. How determined we are in doing something is known only when we face an onslaught, we face an assault to our determination, and then we know whether it is strong enough or not. If we do not face any challenges to it, we never know whether it is a firm determination or whether it may change or shake or become weakened when some external force some external influence acts upon it. Lakshmana says, I will come to the forest with you, I will do everything for you. That is all good and very good, but after having spent 2 nights without any sleep, and Lakshmana has not found any sleep for 2 nights. No food also with Rama. Rama pandrar. First night also Rama could have eaten some fruits. At least second time when Guha brought various things, he could have tasted some fruits. He said, no, only water. Lakshmana ko only water now. Thandi got it. Tamil chalu, Thandi got it on. Gave him a lot of strife. Showed him only water. And on the third night, he tests his resolve. Do you want to go back? Why don't you go back? If Lakshmana says, I cannot live. Lakshmana romba clever. He's starting with me now. Next he will look at Sita. If suppose I say I am willing to go back, then he will say, Amma Sita, look, Lakshmana is going back. He will escort you safely. You also go back. Nacha Sita tvaya hina nacha hamapi raghava. He starts by saying, the Sita, neither the Sita nor me. Neither the Sita nor me can survive even for a small period of time without you. We are like fish out of water if you are not there with us. We will not be able to survive. We will not live. We will not even be able to survive without you. Dependency. Tad vismarane paramavyakulata iti. Narada describes bhakti in Bhakti Sutras by saying that it is this great anguish that comes when you forget him. Great anguish that comes into the heart when we forget Bhagavan. That is what is called as bhakti. Tadarpita akila acharata tad vismarane paramavyakulata. Offering all actions to him, living for him, doing work for him, and suffering extreme torture and anguish on forgetting him are the twin definitions of bhakti. There are not two, it's one definition with 2 parts to it. One active part and a passive part. The active part is doing all actions for him. The passive part is if you forget him, then you are tormented by the fact that you have forgotten him. Here Lakshmana amply demonstrates that if I am not with you, I will die. Remember, simple. Not mere emotional statement, it is a matter of fact. Lakshmananukku matter of fact. Literally Lakshmananukku matter of fact. Yenna. Right at the end, Kadashila, when Ramavataram is going to come to a close, Uttarakandathila, the Rishi comes to talk to Rama. Durvasa Maharishi comes to Nanikira. Durvasa Maharishi comes to talk to Rama. It's a very important Vishayam. But Rama tells Lakshmana, make sure nobody disturbs this meeting. The person who disturbs this meeting will be punished by exile, banishment. Unfortunately, Yama is having a meeting. I think Yama is having a meeting with Rama. But Durvasa Maharishi comes. Durvasa Maharishi comes and says, I want to see Rama. Lakshmana says, I cannot disturb him. He's in a big important meeting. Nothing doing. If you do not disturb him, I will curse this entire Ayodhya. So he comes and disturbs the meeting. Rama says, don't you know that I said you will be banished? What to do? Durvasa Maharishi has come. All right. I will see him, but you have to be banished now. Lakshmana says, fine, I'll be banished. That means I'll end of life. Life apart from you, there is no need of life. Rama also says, there is time for the curtains to come down. Let's all go into Sarayu. Ramavataram itself finishes. Lakshmana banished, Ramavataram finished. If Lakshmana cannot be with Rama, there is no need of Rama to exist on the earth and earth. The lives of Rama and Lakshmana are so intertwined. So when Lakshmana says here, I cannot live without you, Satyam Satyam. Punas Satyam, 3 times truth it is. He is not just saying it, it's not a mere statement he is making, it is not mere emotion, an outburst of emotion. It is the actual truth as far as Lakshmana is concerned. And he says, neither me nor the Sita. Sita also cannot live without you. Another Sita cholra Hanuman kita. All this time I have been only living because I wanted Rama to come and rescue me. If Rama is not going to come, then I will not live. Appadinu cholra. So on the one hand, I cannot live without you. Second, I do not wish to see anybody other than you. Lakshmana children, I do not have any attachment to anybody. Na tatam, not father. Na shatrugnam, not brother. Na sumitram, neither mother. Drashtumichayam, I do not want to see anybody. I have no desire to see anybody, no attachment for anybody. You alone are important to me. After you only everybody else. Avada modalla vachittu nee kadayadu. You are not after somebody else. Everybody else is after you. You are first to me. God first, others next. Myself last. Appadinu Swami Chelvar. What is the order in relationships? God is first. All other relationships are after God and oneself is the last. What does that mean? Service to the Lord, devotion to the Lord, attachment to the Lord is the first and the most important priority. Next comes serving everybody else around us. All the various relations, relatives that we have, mother, father, husband, wife, brother, son, daughter, etc., sister, all of those relatives, the general society, all of them have to be served next. And one's own desires, one's own requirements are to be put at the last, right at the end. Swami would say Pandavas adopted that methodology. Pandavas said Krishna first, world next, and themselves last. Kauravas on the other hand put themselves first, world next, and God last. And because they put God last, they lost. They lost because they put God last. Shatrugna, Lakshmana again makes it very clear, I am not interested in seeing anybody. Na tatam, na shatrugnam, na sumitram, cha parantapa, drashtumichayam adhyakam. I do not wish to see anybody. Swargam chapi tvaya vina, not even Swargam. Not even Swarga, I do not even wish to go to heaven without you. If you are not going to come, I will gladly give up heaven also. All I want is only you. And the devotion, that resolve, that firm determination, when it comes out of Lakshmana's mouth, it is what is present in his heart. Lama gives him an opportunity to express that once more. And he is convinced of the sincerity of Lakshmana's feelings. Was he not already sincere? God does not force us to love him. We must understand this. Bhagavan does not force us to be devoted to him at all. If it is through force, then there is no sincerity in it, there is no reality to it. Love cannot be forced, it has to come from the source. If it is forced, it is not prema at all, it is not love at all. Adhanala Bhagavan cannot tell Lakshmana, you come with me. He gives him the choice of coming with him. You can go back, it's okay, I will stay with you. Once more when he affirms it, then all right. Bhagavan tries to. There is a difference when Bhagavan gives us an order versus Bhagavan tests us. When will we know that? Unless we are in tune with his heart, we will not know what is the answer he is expecting from us at that juncture. Bhagavan will say one thing at a time, do this. If you think, oh, it is only a test, I don't really need to do it. It will be wrong. There he may want us to do, he may expect us to do it. Later on, Rama is going to tell Lakshmana, build a hut here, cottage here in Chitrakutam. If Lakshmana says, no, I cannot bear to stay away from you for even half a moment, I will stick only with you, simply looking at you. I cannot go to the forest to cut wood and so on and so forth to build a chariot, a cottage, I will simply sit and look at you. There he has to instinctively, immediately obey. Unstintingly, without any questions, he has got to obey there. Anal, there are certain cases where even though Bhagavan says something, he expects something from us. He may say something, but he expects something from us. And that we've got to only follow, take the spirit, not the letter. We have to follow the spirit, not the letter of the words. The actual words are follow pannapadadu. What should be followed is the intent, the meaning, what Bhagavan is actually hinting to us. இதை தெரியணுமானால், if we need to know the difference அப்படின்னா அந்த அளவுக்கு பிரேமா வேணும். We've got to have that much prema towards Bhagavan so that we are able to distinguish and differentiate. அதனால் it is not a question of skill, it is not a question of intelligence. You can say, you cannot say, but I am not intelligent, how will I decide, how will I know அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு இல்லை. It is not a test of intelligence, it is a test of love. Therefore Bhagavan is fully justified in giving this test. Because there is no preparation for this examination, there is no studying up for this examination, there is not even using any intelligence for this examination. Idu shumma prema irukka illaya, do you have love or not? If you have love, you will know what I mean. If you have love for me, then you will know what I mean. இந்த மாதிரி சிச்சுவேஷன்ஸ்ல எதை ஃபாலோ பண்ணணும் அப்படியானால், if the heart is pure, if the heart is true, then the heart is what has to be followed in these kind of situations. One has to stay true to one's heart. ஹிருதயம் என்ன சொல்றதுன்னு கேட்கணும். It is only through the heart that we can understand Bhagavan's heart, not through our medhaya, not through intelligence, not through any cleverness or tactic or trick. These are not the methods by which we understand. It is only through the heart that we understand Bhagavan's heart. Adanala prema dhaan mukkiyam. Lakshmana is able to demonstrate that prema. Abdingaradanaala Rama listens to those words. Sa Lakshmanasya uttama pushkalam vacho nishamya jaivam vanavasamaadarat samasamasta vidheya parantapaha prapadya dharmam suchiraya raghavaha. Rama listens to Lakshmana's words. Adarat, with great respect, with great regard. Rama listens to Lakshmana's words and they both decide to. Rama allows him to stay with him for the next 14 years. Anga tatastu tasmin vijane vane, in that uninhabited forest, they spend that night under that great tree. Then after the sun rises, they start setting forth. Once again, they start their journey. Again, as they come walking, they have come to this place where Ganga meets Yamuna. Ganga and Yamuna meet together. Prayag அப்படிங்கிற இடம். Prayagraj. அந்த பிரயாக்ராஜுக்கு Rama, Lakshmana and Sita walk and come. They reach that spot. அங்க போனால் from there சேஃபான பாத்துல தான் போறா. They reach Prayagam, and the Prayagathila, from a distance they are able to see smoke rising from through the tree tops. அங்க பார்த்தோன்னே சொல்றாரு, பத்தியா அங்க look at the sound of the water. In the sound, the clashing sound of this water is certainly the Yamuna meeting with Ganga here, and the Prayaga Kshetram we have come. And seeing that smoke there definitely is from the yajna, and putting everything together with our knowledge of geography and so on, we can certainly understand, confirm that that is the place where Bharadwaja Ashrama is. Bharadwaja Ashrame chaite drishyante vividadrumaha, that is Bharadwaja Ashrama. Rishi Bharadwaja is living there. We should go and pay him our respects. Appadinu solli Rama, Lakshmana and Sita walk towards Bharadwaja Ashrama. सप्रविश्य महात्मानं ऋषिं शिष्यगणैर्वृतं संशित व्रतमेकाग्रं तपसा लब्धचक्षुषम् हुताग्निहोत्रं दृष्ट्वैव महाभागो कृताञ्जलिः रामः सौमित्रिणा सार्धं सीतया चाभ्यवादयत्. They enter into the ashrama, they see Bharadwaja Maharishi sitting with, surrounded by all of his disciples. Samshita Vratam, how is he looking? Abdiyanna, distinguished sage, extraordinary Mahatma, Rishi, who is very devoted to the religious, the spiritual path, performing various rites in front of the sacred fire, sitting there with all of his tapasya there, absorbed in tapasya. He is sitting there with his disciples, Angapora. They went and paid obeisances there, and Rama introduces themselves. Nyavedayata atmanam tasmai Lakshmana Purvajaha. He introduces themselves to the Rishi Putrau Dasharathastyava Bhagaval Rama Lakshmanau Bharya Mameyam Vaidehi Kalyani Janakatmaja. Hey Mahatman, we are the sons of Dasharatha, Rama and Lakshmana. This is my auspicious wedded wife, Sita, Janaka's daughter. We have come to the forest in order to live the lives of tapasvis as per the order, the command of our father. அதனால் இங்கே வந்திருக்கோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி he introduces himself to Bharadwaja Rishi. Bharadwaja Rishi gets up and offers his hospitality to Rama, Argyam, Padyam, etc. Invites him inside. Various kinds of food and drink are brought to them. Nana Vidan Annarasan Vanyamula Falashrayan. Various kinds of foods that are obtained in the forest, all of that has been brought and placed for them. Prepared from the wild roots and fruits in the forest, whatever delicacies, foodstuffs that could be made with all of that was made and prepared, that was all offered to them. He gave them a place to rest. Ellam kuduthar. Rama sat down in front of Bharadwaja Rishi and spoke to him in a very humble tone, using humble words. He said, "We have come for this purpose." Bharadwaja Rishi looks at him and says, Chirasya kalu kakutsta pashyami tvam ikagatam shrutam tava maya chedam vivasana makaranam. For a long time I have been wanting to see you, Rama. I have been waiting here wanting to see you for a long time. I heard about your unwarranted banishment. Vivasanam akaranama, without any reason you have been sent out to the forest. I heard about it, I know about it. In the Adamirke, this is a very beautiful spot. This is Punyascha Ramaniyascha. Remember, Mahanadyo Samagame. This is the place Viviktoyam. In the Adamirke, Avakasho, Viviktoyam, it is a place of solitude. It is a place where two Mahapunya Nadhis, two auspicious rivers come and meet. Adanale, it is a sacred place, auspicious place, very beautiful, delightful place. Why don't you stay here itself? Vanavasati inge irundudalame. Why not stay in our ashramam itself for the duration of your vanavasam? Abdingra. Abdin, when Bharadwaja Rishi offers the hospitality, the entire ashrama he offers to Rama. Everybody wants to be with Rama. Rishi is included. And then when Rama is coming to his ashrama, Bharadwaja wants to somehow keep Rama there itself. Inge irundudalame, nama ashramathil irundudalame. Why not stay here? Rama says this place is very close to a lot of inhabitation, a lot of people are living here. There are a lot of people that are living, forest dwellers are there who, Ramare Chotar, they make their living with all the produce of the forest. Again, there will be people who will collect honey, collect fruits, cut the wood and so on. All of this will be sent to cities like Ayodhya. And the people, they are forest loggers, etc. They are all living in this forest. Our settlements, they are all nearby. Rishi is there. They have all settled around that place, near the ashram. Another Rama says this place is too close to villages and towns and so on. If we are staying here, then a lot of people will keep coming and going. It will be a disturbance to you. Viviktoyam, this place is very ideal for solitude. Solitude will go away if we come and stay here. Everybody will come to see us. We do not wish to stay here. No reason children. Ekante Pashya Bhagavan ஆஸ்ரமஸ்தானமுத்தமோ ரமேத யத்ர வைதேஹி சுகார்ஹா ஜனகாத்மஜா. அதுக்கு ரீசன் என்ன சொல்றாரு அப்படின்னா, சீதா இஸ் ஆல்சோ வித் மீ, ஸோ யூ ப்ளீஸ் சஜஸ்ட் அ ஸ்பாட் வேர் வி கேன் பி அலோன், just the three of us, where we can settle down on our own solitude, on a solitary agreeable place, our ஏகாந்தமான இடம், ரமேத யத்ர வைதேகி, where சீதா can be happy. சீதைக்கு பிடிச்ச இடமா ஒன்று சொல்லுங்க அப்படின்னு. ஏன் இவாளுக்கு பிடிச்சது வேண்டாமா அப்படின்னா, ஏன் சீதைக்கு பிடிச்சதா வேணும்? ராமர் சொல்றார், give me a place, a spot, ரமேத யத்ர வைதேகி சுகார்ஹா ஜனகாத்மஜா. This daughter of Janaka, who is deserving of all comfort, அவளுக்கு the place where she can find comfortable, that kind of place we need today. ஏன் அப்படின்னா, because only women make fuss, men hardly make fuss. இந்த ரெண்டு boys, they will adjust anywhere. Under a tree also they will stay. they will எங்கே fuss பண்ணுவாளோ? Have you ever gone to see a house, to buy a house or rent a house as a family? The man will look around, good roof is good, heating is already new system, பரவாயில்ல, வாட்டர் கூலர் ஹீட்டர் இஸ் ஆல்சோ நாட் பேட், இப்போ என்ன சிஸ்டம் இது, ஓகே இந்த ஒரு என்ன, சரி ஓகே ஃபைன், அவ்வளோதான் முடிஞ்சு போடுது. யூ வில் நாட் see anything else. One will come and see the kitchen, this is a bit small, this is a bit, this is not so nice, this color is, the color of the wall is not so nice, இப்படி 100 பேஷம். நான் சொல்லலப்பா, ராமர் சொல்றார். I am not saying anything. Rama is saying, you please suggest a spot where Sita will be happy. அங்கே தான் சீதா ஹாப்பியாக இருக்க வேண்டியது தானே. ஏகாந்தே பஷ்ய பகவான் ஆஸ்ரமஸ்தானம் உத்தமம். Please find a solitude, a solitary place where Sita can be happy. ரமே தயத்ர வைதேகி சுகார்ஹா ஜனகாத்மஜா அப்படின்னு சொல்றார். பாவம், சீதா never complained about anything. If Sukarha, if she wanted to be happy, she could have stayed back in the palace. She was willing to come with Rama and stay wherever. That's the vishayam vera. Therefore, really, it is not that we are finding fault with Sita or anybody else for that matter. என்ன சொல்ல வரோம் அப்படின்னா, Rama's catering to Sita அப்படிங்கிறது தான் தெரிய வேண்டியிருக்கு. Rama's heart we are able to see. He says, wherever Sita can be happy, that is the place. We must please suggest a place where Sita can be happy, where Sita can enjoy, an agreeable place where she can be herself. அப்படின்னு ஏன்னா இங்கே ரிஷிகள்லாம் உட்காந்துருக்கா இல்லையா, இன்னொரு ரீசன் பார்க்கணும். ஒரே கொஞ்சம் ரிஷி கூட்டமாக இருக்கீங்க அங்கே. வெதர் ரிஷி பத்னி இஸ் தேர், வி டு நாட் நோ. பரத்வாஜருக்கு ஒய்ஃப் கீஃப் இருக்காளா தெரியாது நமக்கு, யாரும் இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் பண்ணலை. when they go to Atri Ashram, Anusuya comes. இந்த ஆசிரமத்தில் there doesn't seem to be anybody. அவள் தனியாக என்ன பண்ணுவா பாவம். அதனால் we suggest a place where we can be ourselves. Otherwise all the time she has to be watchful, she can't be free. Another reason also for that, என்ன reason அப்படின்னா, men are a little bit more unfettered by very social conditions and so on. Women cannot be like that. Women are a lot more reserved, a lot more self-conscious. Of a necessity they have to be, இல்லையா? கண்ட இடத்துல நீ போய் இங்கே இரு அப்படின்னு சொன்னால் a man can do that, but a woman cannot do it, இல்லையா? அப்போ அந்த உமனுக்கும் it has to be ideal அப்படிங்கிறதுனால ராமா, because they have come with him, Lakshmana and Sita have come with him பொழுது ராமா is bearing full responsibility for their comfort, for their safety, security, etc. அதனால he says a place where Sita can also be comfortable. அப்படி சொன்ன உடனே Rama explains this immediately. Bharadwaja understands that. He says, Raghavasya tato vakyam arthagrahakam abravit. Understanding the words of Rama, Bharadwaja Rishi says, okay, in that case, இங்கே இருந்து கொஞ்சம் தூரம் போனேன்னா, if you go in a little distance, ஒரு distance தசக்ரோஷா அப்படிங்கிற distance, a little distance from here, if you go, there is a sacred mountain called Chitrakuta. Chitrakuta ஒரு mountain இருக்கு. Many Maharishis come and go there to that mountain. It is a very sacred place. It looks pleasing, pleasant from all sides. All kinds of non-dangerous animals live there. But dangerous animals do not live there. And that kind of a place will be ideal for you. The beauty of Chitrakuta also will add delight and joy to you. Adu matramilla yavata chitrakutasya narashringanyavekshate kalyanani samadhatte na pape kurute manaha. As long as you keep looking at the peaks of Chitrakuta, when a man looks at Chitrakuta speak, he will never feel like doing wrong things, he will only be inspired to do good things. Kalyanani samadhatte na pape kurute manaha. அப்படிப்பட்ட மரமா அந்த மலையாம் அது. The mountain has got this power that when you look at that mountain, you will only feel like doing good things, never bad things. சித்திரக்கூட்டத்துக்கு அப்படி ஒரு சக்தி இருக்கா, மகாத்மியம் இருக்கா. இன்னைக்கு கூட சித்திரக்கூட்ட பரிக்கிரமாலாம் பண்ணுவா people go around Chitrakuta mountain. On the Chitrakuta mountain, many tapasvis have lived for hundreds of years carrying on tapasya. Many people have lived there and they have gone to Swargam. And if you want, you can enjoy your place there. At the same time, our ashram is always available. Our ashrama is also available. You can stay here also. You may live here during the period of your banishment. In the offer, lest Rama should think, oh, good, he is asked. I had to offer, therefore I said. Now that he is asking for some other place, quickly give with GPS coordinates, give him the place so that he can quickly, go get out of here. Rama should not think, because you asked, I am telling you, but otherwise, once again he says, our ashrama is still there, you can still stay here. But then Rama we will go there itself. That is very suitable. Appo Bharadwaja says, then one night you have to stay here. Tonight, inge irundudalame. Cheri irukala. So that one night, exhausted as they were, Sita Tritiya Kakutstaha Parishrantaha Sukochitaha, although they are used to or deserving of comforts only, they have been exhausted walking in the forest. So all the three of them slept there in Bharadwaja Ashrama. Ratrim Avasat Sukham, but comfortably they stayed there. And when the morning came, they went there once again and approached Bharadwaja Maharshi. Munim Jolita Tejasam, the Muni, the Rishi who is shining with his tapashakti, they went and saluted him again. Kadambala me, we will leave now to that place that you pointed out to us. Bharadwaja says, yes, go. Chitrakuttathukku po. I think it is the right place for you to stay. It is a very beautiful place. Once again, he says, a very beautiful place. Your heart will be filled with great joy as you wander around that place with Sita, looking at the rivers and the waterfalls and all the various natural landscapes that have been formed there. As you listen to the bird song and the call of the animals that are there in the forest, you will all be very delighted, I am sure. You go and settle down there. He gave them instructions on how to go there. As you keep going, you will reach the confluence of Ganga and Yamuna. Proceed along, go westward along the banks of Yamuna. And you will find a spot, and the spot you can cross the Yamuna in that spot, make a raft or something, cross the river. On the other side, you will find a big banyan tree, that is your spot. So go to that spot there. And the Sita should offer prayers for all of your well-being on the sacred spot. Let Sita offer prayers at that spot. Again, if you want, you can stay there for a while under the tree. Or if you want, you can go straight from there also. There is a grove, there is a forest of palashas, badaris and bamboo trees and so on. And from there, the path to Chitrakuta starts from there. So follow along that. I have myself gone through many times. It is a very beautiful, smooth path, safe path. Very clear, detailed instructions he gave, like a father giving to a son. And he saw them off. He came to the saw them off like a father seeing off his children. They paid their obeisances to Bharadwaja Rishi. Again, he returned. Rama tells Lakshmana, we are so lucky. Krita punyaha sma. We have done a lot of punya. Yenna. Saumitre Munir, the Muni irkare. This Muni that came, Bharadwaja Muni, ettana kripa. Munir yenno anukampate. This Muni had so much of compassion for us. This Muni showed so much kindness towards us. Appreciating the love that the Rishi had showered upon them. Rama tells Lakshmana this and they start walking once again. Again, when they follow the exact instructions, the same place when they came to the banks of Yamuna, there they could see in the distance a huge tree is there. இந்த இடம் தான் அப்படின்னு. அங்கே உடனே they started to think how to cross this. அப்படின்னா போட்லாம் இல்லையே. Earlier when they crossed the Ganga, there was a boat because Guha was there. Guha arranged for a perfect boat for them to get into and come. இங்கே போட் கிட்டலாம் ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. They have to make their own way across. என்ன பண்ணுறது அப்படின்னா they made a raft. They cut some wood there, spread bamboo on it, joined it all together, joined the logs of wood, spread bamboo and rushes on top so that they can sit down upon it so the water doesn't come up through the gaps. எல்லாம் பண்ணி எல்லாத்துக்கும் Lakshmana என்ன பண்ணார் அப்படின்னா he went and cut lot of reeds and branches of certain trees to make a very comfortable seat for Sita to sit upon. எல்லாம் பண்ணி ரெடியாக இருக்குது, சித்தமாக இருக்குது. Now they have to get into it. அங்கேயே போட்டே கஷ்டமாக இருந்தது. Boat itself was a bit wobbly. How to get either வெறும் raft அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்னா boat at least has two sides. இங்கே there is only one flat platform that is floating on the water. இப்படி பார்த்தா தண்ணி, அப்படி பார்த்தா தண்ணி, all four directions water. அதில் ஏறி இருக்கணும். அது இப்படி 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 இட்ஸ் பாபிங் இந்த வாட்டர் அப் அண்ட் டவுன் இல்லையா? எப்படி ஏறுறது இதில்? தத்ர ஸ்ரீயமிவா சிந்தியாம் ராமோ தாசரதிஃப் பிரியா ஈஷத் சம்லஜ்ஜமானாம் தாமத்யாரோபயதப்ளவம். Sita was looking like Lakshmi, Mahalakshmi herself. Sita was looking like Sakshat Mahalakshmi. She has to get onto this boat. Mahalakshmi இருந்தா கூட although she is looking like Mahalakshmi, Shremiva அப்படின்னு சொல்றா. ஆனா Achinthyam she was very bashful, ரொம்ப ஷையா இருக்கான். எப்படி ஏறுறது? hesitating very much. How do I get onto it? இதில் எப்படி ஏறுறது? How do I get onto it அப்படின்னு she was feeling a bit shy. How to get on to this? அப்படின்னு உடனே Rama helps her get into it. Both of them held the raft very firmly so that Sita can get onto it. Rama helped her get into it, get onto the boat. ரொம்ப நாள் இப்படி பண்ணிகிட்டே இருக்கா, எப்படி ஏறுறதுன்னு தெரியல. அதனால் ராமர் என்ன பண்ணாராம், பார்த்தாராம், பயமாக இருக்கு அவளுக்கு. ஓகே, கெட் இன், நத்திங் வில் ஹேப்பன். லக்ஷ்மணா இஸ் ஹோல்டிங் தேர், கெட் இன். கொஞ்சம் பயமாக இருக்கு எனக்கு. ஹவ் டு ஐ கெட் இன் டு திஸ்? ஒரு இடத்துல நின்னா தேவையில்லையே. இட் இஸ் நாட் ஸ்டேயிங் ஸ்டில். அட்லீஸ்ட் கேன் வி நாட் புஷ் இட் ஆன் டு தி sand bank, then I will get into it. After you get into the sand bank, how do we get into the water? It has to stay in the water only. Don't worry, get into it. இல்லையே எனக்கு பயமாக இருக்கு, எனக்கு எப்படி போகிறது அப்படின்னு சொல்லி ஒரு கால் எடுத்து வைக்கிறா. she is taking one foot. அப்போ தான் அது ரிங் அப்படிங்கிறது. It is seem to be as though it is ready to float away. ஐயோ பயமாக இருக்குது, போகிறது இது எங்கேயோ போயிட்டே இருக்குது, நான் எப்படி ஏறுவேன், ஒரு தண்ணியில் விழுந்துருவேனே அப்படின்னு. ஏன்னா ஸ்டெடியாக இல்லையோ நான் பார்த்தா ராமர் பார்த்தார், இது என்னைக்கு கிளம்புறது, நம்ம 14 வருஷம் இங்கே ஆயிடும் போட்டிருக்கேன். இந்த அம்மா ஏறதுக்குள்ளேயே by the time she gets on to the raft 14 years will expire, we'll have to go back. What is this அப்படின்னு பார்த்தார். என்ன பண்ணாராம், தூக்கி ஏற்று உள்ள வச்சுட்டாராம் சாமி. He caught hold of her, lifted her up and என்ன பண்ணாருன்னா தாம் அத்யாரோபயத் அப்படின்னா நேர தூக்கி he lifted her up and put her into the raft. அதுக்கப்புறம் we carried, put all the ropes, the ornaments etc on the side, baskets, spade, weapons எல்லாம் ஒரு பக்கம், நடுவில் சீத்தை. Then he also got on to it. இப்படியா then they pushed off with a long stick with which Lakshmana was fording the river. They started pushing off. அப்படியே when they came to the middle of the river, Sita once again offers her prayers to Yamuna river and she says, I shall worship you with all kinds of things as long as we come back safely on our safe return. அப்படின்னு அந்த யமுனைக்கும் she offers her worship. இப்படியா as she is praying to Yamuna, they reach the other bank of Yamuna river. அங்கே எனக்கு போனால் the huge tree is there. அந்த பெரிய tree that Bharadwaja Rishi spoke about the tree is there, they come to the tree. இந்த இடத்துல தான் Bharadwaja had said pray here அப்படின்னு சீதைக்கு சொல்லியிருக்கார். அம்மா சீதா should pray here அப்படின்னு. ஏன் அப்படின்னா அந்த விருட்சத்தில் என்ன இருக்கோ sometimes huge trees, they are not ordinary, they are a great maharishi மாதிரி இருக்கும் அதெல்லாம் பார்க்கறதுக்கு. A tree itself, the trees are some extraordinary living beings. Amongst the living creatures that we know of, trees are extraordinary. Many times I have mentioned this to people. When you go to a place where there are a lot of trees, where you are surrounded by trees, you will find there is a sannata, there is a quietness there. There is a silence there. And when you stay in that silence, you will find your mind also will become silent. It is very hard to have too many thoughts. If you have the time, you should go into place where trees are there. Chumma park irukkalam illa. Not where open grass park adala illa. Trees irukkanum, marangal irukkanum, vriksham irukkanum. When you go and stand, vrikshangal, huge big trees are there, and you stand in the midst of those trees, appadina appadi or shanti will be there. The vrikshangalke big trees, as the tree grows older and older, it will have a presence, such an extraordinary presence. நம்ம ரமணாசிரமத்துக்குள்ளே போகிறச்சே ஒரு இலுப்ப மரம் ஒன்று இருக்கும். Hundreds of years old tree it is. அந்த மரத்தை பார்த்தாலே தெரியும் நமக்கு ஆஹா அப்படின்னு ஒரு சாந்தி will be there. Many ashramas were built around these big trees. They would not cut the trees. பெரிய பெரிய விருட்சங்கள்லாம், the big trees should never be cut. It is filled with so many years of life. இந்த வடவிருட்சம் போச்சு, they reach this banyan tree. உடனே அங்க சீதா prays to that tree also. ன்யக்ரோதம் தமுபாகம்ய வைதேகி வாக்கியம் அப்ரவீத் நமஸ்தேஸ்து மகாவிருக்ஷா. Namaste astu Mahavriksha, oh mighty tree, I offer my salutations to you. Parayen me pativratam Kaushalyam chaiva pashyayam Sumitram cha yashasvinim iti Sita anjalim kritva Paryagachad vanaspatim. She went to the tree, she saluted the tree and she said, oh mighty tree, I pray to you, may my husband successfully complete his vow of being in the forest, and after that may we please have darshan once again of Kausalya and Sumitra. அப்படின்னு the விருட்சத்துக்கிட்டையும் ப்ரே பண்ணிக்கிறா. She even prays to the tree. She goes around the tree, offers the salutations. Rama looks at Sita. ஒரு இடத்துலையுமே wherever when crossing the Ganga அப்படின்னு உடனே I offer my salutations, prayers to Ganga, may we come back safely. Yamuna cross பண்றச்சே, hey Yamune, I offer my salutations to you, may we come back safely, may my husband finish his sankalpa properly and rejoin with his mother Kausalya. இங்கேயுமே திரும்பி தசரதனை பற்றி சொல்லலை. She doesn't talk about Dasharatha, she only says Kausalya and Sumitra may we see அப்படின்னு. ஏன்னா when they come back, Dasharatha is not going to be there. இருந்தாலும் they are going to see Dasharatha in one form or the other. Still, here she says, may we behold Kausalya and Sumitra after my husband successfully completes his sankalpa, his vow. அப்படின்னு ஒரு இடத்துலையும் everywhere Sita is offering prayers for Rama's welfare. இல்லையா? அதை பார்க்குற Rama is looking at that. அது சொல்கிறார் இங்கே. Valmiki says here, அவலோக்கியன்னு பார்க்குறாருன்னு அர்த்தம். Rama was looking. Rama saw. எதுன்னா அவலோக்கிய தத சீதாம் ஆயாச்சந்தீம் அனிந்திதாம் தைதாம் ச விதேயாம் ச ராமோ லக்ஷ்மணம் அப்ரவீத். Rama looked at Sita, who was seeking blessings from rivers and trees and everything. She was seeking blessings. Aninditam, the faultless Sita, blemishless Sita, seeking the blessings for Rama's success. ஒரு இடத்துலையும் கேட்குறத பார்த்துட்டு எப்படி இருக்கா அவன்னா தைதாம் விதேயாம், she is dear to him, loving to him, ever obedient to him. விதேயாம் அப்படின்னா she is willing to listen to him. She is only interested in his welfare. She doesn't seek anything for herself. She never said, let me be safe in the forest. Let Rama become successful. Let my Pati be successful. Let my Rama be successful. அப்படின்னா ஒரு இடத்துலையும் சொல்கிறா. மே பதிஹி விரதம் பாரயேத். Let my husband complete his vrata. அப்படின்னு ஒரு இடத்துலையும் when she is only praying and seeking blessings for her husband, அதை பார்த்த உடனே Rama tells Lakshmana, looking at that, Rama tells Lakshmana, Sita madaya gachatvam agrato bharatanuja prishtatoham gamishyami sayudo dvipadamvara. Lakshmana, you go in the front with Sita, I will follow. நீ முன்னாடி போர்ச்சே, when you walk in the front, yad yad phalam prartayate pushpam va janakatmaja tat tat pradyadya vaidehya yatrasya ramate manaha. As Sita is walking along, whatever she sees, if she sees a nice fruit or if she sees a nice, அது நன்னா இருக்கே, look at that flower, it is nice ன்னா உடனே give it to her. இதான் உன் ஜாப், உன்னோட வேலை இதான். ஏதாவது சீதா கேட்டுட்டா அப்படின்னா, if she says, oh look at that fruit அப்படின்னா, you should immediately pluck that fruit and give it to her. If Sita looks at a flower and her mind delights in that flower அப்படின்னா, you should immediately pluck that flower and give it to her. In every way, Sita should be happy. Whatever pleases her mind, you give it to her. Yad yad phalam prartayate pushpam va janakatmaja, fruit or flower என்னவோ, if Sita asks அப்படின்னா, you should give it. அதனால தான் கடைசி வரைக்கும் பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கார் ராமர். Whatever Sita asks, he gives it to her. Even the deer, that is why he goes behind the deer, because if Sita should ask something now, udane Bhagavan is willing to give it to Sita. Yen appadina, because Sita doesn't care for herself at all. She doesn't care anything for herself. She is only interested in Rama's welfare. Epabar Ramanak Kshemam, Rama should be happy. Rama should be well. Rama should be happy. Abdingar dirkrazana, Rama says Sita should be happy. Sita should be happy. Sita should be happy. It is only when we selfishly seek our happiness and there is a problem. If we seek the happiness of the others, they will seek our happiness. If we want them to be happy, they will want us to be happy. Is there not a divinity inside them? Will that divinity not respond to us? Never forget that there is ultimately Antaryami, Bhagavan present in everybody. You are not just dealing with minds, bodies, etc. You are dealing with the divinity inside them. If you are like that, the Bhagavan inside will also act in the appropriate way. Bhagavan irkar ullukulla, and that Bhagavan inside is also, whether the body mind of that person has opinions, differing opinions and ideas and so on, we do not care. And we know we are directly interacting with the Antaryami who is present inside. Whatever we are doing to them, we are doing for the sake of that Antaryami, not for the sake of the body mind. In that manner, if you directly interact with the Antaryami will react with you. If you merely cater the body mind, only the body mind will cater to you, will react to you. And when the mere body mind does it, then there is no guarantee that it will always do it in the right way. Selfishness will come, jealousies will come, anger and ego will come, everything will come. So when we are selfless in our interaction with other people, the divinity inside them will bless us. That's Rama demonstrate பண்றாரு. When Sita is selfless, Rama immediately, அது ஒரே இடத்துல வால்மீகி போடுறார் பாருங்க, as though it is a cause and effect then and there. Palashruti Madri. What did Sita do now? She is only interested selflessly in the welfare of Rama. உடனே ராமர் சொல்றார், whatever she wants, make sure she gets it. நான் அதை தூக்கிட்டு வரேன் பின்னாடி அப்படிங்கிறார் ராமர். ராமர் சொல்றார், I will carry the luggage and come. I will carry the luggage. நீ சீதாவோட முன்னாடி போ. Prishtatoham gamishyami sa ayudo vipadam vara. I shall carry all the ayudas, everything I shall carry behind and walk. Luggage and Antukin vare. I will carry the luggage. All you have got to do is make sure you give everything to Sita, whatever she wants. Abhi Chunadum, Lakshmana leads the way, Sita comes in middle and then Rama follows. Angayime, என்ன பண்ணுவாளாம் சீதை அப்படின்னா, ஏகைகம் பாதபம் குல்மம் லதாம் வா புஷ்பசாலினி அதிருஷ்டபூர்வாம் பஷ்யந்தி ராமம் பப்ரச்ச சாபலா. She has never seen all of these things. Rama and Lakshmana are very knowledgeable in botany. Taxonomy, botany எல்லாம் தெரியும் அவங்களுக்கு. They know various different kinds of species, what are they used for. எல்லாம் Rama has got extraordinary knowledge about all of it. Sita அதெல்லாம் ஒன்றும் பண்ணது கிடையாது. Sita has never gone to forest. First time she is seeing, அதனால அதிருஷ்ட பூர்வம், things that she has never seen, a tree, a shrub, a flowering, creeper, whatever it is, she says, அது என்னது, what is this, what is that, what is this அப்படின்னு கேட்பாளாம். Sita will ask Rama all of that. ரமணீயால் பகுவிதால் பாதபான் குசுமோத்கட்டான் சீதா வச்சன சம்ரப்த ஆனயாமாச லக்ஷ்மணஹா. Whenever Sita says something, what is this flower, what is this tree, when she asks Rama, Lakshmana will understand, go quickly and bring all of that and give it. ஏன்னா ராமர் சொல்லியிருக்காரு இல்லையா, அதனால சீதா வச்சன சம்ரப்த ஆனயா மாச லக்ஷ்மணா. லக்ஷ்மணா will go bring those beautiful plants or beautiful flowers and so on and give it to her. இப்படியா 3 பேரும் போயிட்டு இருக்கா. Like this they are all going. Yamuna river is also flowing. They are following the course of Yamuna with this wonderful water, the beautiful sounds. எல்லாத்தையும் பார்த்து சீதைக்கு ஒரே சந்தோஷம். சீதா is very happy. प्रेक्ष्य रेमेज जनकराजस्य सुता प्रेक्ष्य तदा नदीम. அப்படின்னு looking at all of these sights, Sita was very excited, very ecstatic, looking at all of the அது பாருங்க, look at this, ஒன்னொன்னுவே she is the one who is pointing out to all the various things. ரொம்ப pleasurable. They are walking, எல்லாம் they have forgotten that they have been banished, they have forgotten that they have left Ayodhya behind, எல்லாம் மறந்து போச்சு, everything has been forgotten, looking at the beauty of nature, looking at Sita's innocence. Lakshmana is going and getting everything that she asked for. Rama is patiently explaining what each of these are. இப்படியா they walked a little distance. அங்கே போன உடனே பசிச்சு ஆரம்பிச்சுடுத்தோ, அதனால மிருகான் ஹத்வா they hunt some deer and then மேத்யான்னு அதை they make it ready, prepare it, offer it to the fire and then they start to eat. They eat it. இப்படியா they reach a particular spot to spend the night. They have not yet come to Chitrakutam, but they found a spot where they thought they'll spend the night. அங்கே படுத்துக்கிறா. they spend that night there. first couple of nights எல்லாம் லக்ஷ்மணா ரொம்ப தீவிரமாக, லக்ஷ்மணா did not sleep at all இல்லையா. திரும்பிக்க உட்காந்து இப்படி பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தா. எவ்வளோ நாள் தூங்காமல் இருக்க முடியும்? how many days can we go without sleep? Some people say Lakshmana did not sleep for 14 years. Some people say that சில version of Ramayanathila, when Indrajit has to be killed, they say there was a condition that Indrajit can be killed only by a person who has not slept for 14 years. And Lakshmana alone therefore was suitable for killing Indrajit because he never slept for 14 years னு சொல்லுவா. ஆனால் Valmiki doesn't say all of those things. நன்னா தூங்குறான். Lakshmana sleeps very well in fact. How well does Lakshmana sleep அப்படின்னா, பிரபோதயாமாச ஷனை லக்ஷ்மணம் ரகுநந்தனஹா அப்படின்னா, நெக்ஸ்ட் மார்னிங் ராமர் சொல்ல, லக்ஷ்மணா 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 டே லக்ஷ்மணா சௌமித்ரே ஸ்ருணுவன்யானாம் வல்கு வியாகரதாம் சுவனம். கேட்கலையாடா? புள்ளின் வாய் கீண்டானே போல புள்ளும் சிலம்பினகான் கீச்சு கீச்சென்றங்குமானே சாத்தன் கலந்து பேசின பேச்சரவம் கேட்டிலையோ. Can you not hear the sound of the birds singing? Morning has already come, pa. எழுந்துடா, கிளம்பு, it is time to set forth on our journey. நல்லா தூங்கிட்டு இருக்கு. Rama has woken up, Sita has woken up, they are all gotten ready. பார்த்து பாடு கொட்டை விட்டு தூங்கிட்டு இருக்கார் லக்ஷ்மணன். ஏன்னா லக்ஷ்மணா வால்மீகி அழகாக வர்ணனை பண்ணுறேன். நானா சும்மா ஐ எம் நாட் ஆடிங் அப் தீஸ் திங்ஸ். This is how it is. You can see it in front of your eyes. You can see it. பிரபோதயாமாச ஷனைஹி. ஷனைஹின்னா ரொம்ப ஜென்ட்லி, ரொம்ப சாஃப்ட்லி, ரொம்ப கிராஜுவலி, பிச்சுக்குன்னு இல்லை. ராமருக்கு அவ்வளோ ஒரு பிரேம பாவம். மணியை எடுத்து டேய் எழுந்துடுறா அப்படிங்கிறது இல்லையா. கெடப் 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 அப்படி இல்லை. அதை எழுப்பு எப்படி எழுந்துக்கரிச்சு எப்படி எழுதுக்கணும். ஷனைஹி லக்ஷ்மணா 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 சௌமித்ரே கூப்பிடு. எழுந்துருமா, எழுந்துரு, மணியை எடுத்து பார். கெட்டப் 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 லக்ஷ்மணா கெட்டப் ஸ்ருணு வன்யானாம் வல்கு வியாகரதாம் ஸ்வனம். Can you not listen to the beautiful music that is made by all the forest birds? Sampradishta mahe kala prasthanasya parantapa. It is time for us to leave, therefore get up அப்படின்னு அவர் சொன்ன உடனே சசுப்த சமயே பிராத்ரா லக்ஷ்மண பிரதிபோதிதः ஜஹோ நித்ராம் ச தந்திரீம் ச பிரசக்தம் ச பதிஸ்ரமம். The moment Lama woke him up, Lakshmana got up, shook off his sleep, his laziness, his drowsiness and the fatigue because of the journey. அவன் ஏன் தூங்குறான் பாவனா? தூக்கம் இல்லாமல் பாவம் தூங்குறான். So tired Lakshmana பாவம். Lakshmana went to sleep much later. Lakshmana thought he will keep awake the whole night. அப்புறம் தெரியாமல் தூங்கி போயிட்டான் பாவம். Then he fell asleep. அதனால தான் he is waking up late. Otherwise he would have woken up early. Because he sat there, pressed Rama's feet for a while until Rama fell asleep. Then also he was looking around. Bhadrama irukka ella, everything is safe அப்படின்னு with his bow and arrow he was looking around. அப்புறம் கொஞ்சமா he slept. அதனால சசுப்த சமயே பிராத்ரா. And when he was sleeping, When Lakshmana was woken up by Rama, he shook off his sleep. Jahu Nidram, he conquered his sleep. He got up from his sleep. Tandrimcha, his laziness, lethargy, எல்லாத்தையும் shook off immediately and got ready to leave. Again, Vanda, they went to, took a bath in the river. Jalam Sprishtva, they went into the river, had a quick bath and all, freshened themselves up, started off on the journey, the place where, as directed by Bharadwaja Rishi. We will stop here for today. We'll stop here for today and we'll continue again tomorrow. Janaki Kanta Smaranam Anjaneya Swami Ki Jai. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kashchid dukhavag bhavet, loka samastah sukhino bhavantu, loka samastah sukhino bhavantu, loka samastah sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Sai Ishwararpanamastu.